Yo, what's going on, everybody? You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green, not at the studio today. I'm actually at my grandparents' ranch here in Texas, but we got some major news around Jaxson Dart and your New York Football Giants, and this is why you subscribe, because it doesn't matter if it's Thanksgiving, it doesn't matter if we're on vacation, no matter where we are, no matter what we're doing, we're going to get you guys a video when Giants news breaks. And we got some major breaking news that we have all been waiting for. Jaxson Dart, he has emerged from concussion protocol. He is no longer in the protocol, and he is going to play on Monday night against the New England Patriots. I appreciate everything that Jameis Winston has done over the last 2 weeks, and I don't want to take anything away from what Jameis has done, but it is going to be a pleasure, and it's going to be awesome to see Jaxson Dart back on the football field, wearing Giants blue, playing football. If you are pumped up about Jaxson Dart being back, hit that thumbs up icon and give me a 6 down in the comments section. We'll dive into the full Giants injury report coming up in a second, but some things that I am going to be looking for when it comes to Jaxson Dart making his first start with Mike Kafka calling the shots. I haven't been impressed with Mike Kafka at the podium. That's something he's going to learn. But one thing I have been impressed about really this entire season is Kafka putting the quarterbacks in position to be successful and kind of creating and molding an offense that is going to get the most and the best out of that quarterback. We saw that with Russell Wilson. Then it was a completely different offense with Jaxson Dart. And I would even say it was a different offense the last 2 weeks with Jameis Winston under center. And now with Kafka having full creative control, he has the reins. He gets to draw up whatever he wants. He gets to make whatever decisions he wants. He gets to mold an offense around Jaxson Dart. What is that going to look like? What are things that Kafka is going to have Dart do that maybe Dable didn't have him do? Or what are things that Kafka is no longer going to have Dart do that Dable had him do? That's going to be fun. I thought that Kafka called an unbelievable game against the Detroit Lions. I thought the scheme was awesome. It felt like he had the answers to the test, which was the Detroit Lions defense. It seemed like whatever they wanted to do, they were able to do it. And it seemed like the Giants were in full control for that. So I'm excited about that, as I don't know if you can see my dog in the background. Shout out to Hart. Hello, girl. What are you doing? You being a good girl. She's excited. She's excited that Jaxson Dart is back. I'm pumped up. I was just hanging out with my dad and my brother. We're all Giants fans, obviously, and in a season that has been lost due to blowing fourth quarter leads and injuries to Malik Neighbors and Cam Scattaboo, the one bright light has been Jaxson Dart. And you know what? If you told me back in August the Giants were going to have another struggle fest of a season, but they were going to walk away with finding their franchise quarterback, we all would have signed up for that. And I want to see Jaxson Dart over these next 5 games or however many are left in this season for the Giants to continue to get better and better and better and just be a better quarterback every single time he touches the field. I do want to see what he does to protect himself. One of the main reasons, not one of the main reasons, one of the final reasons that Brian Dable was fired was because he didn't take care of Jaxson Dart, or at least that is how the New York Giants felt. So is Kafka going to call quarterback runs? Is Kafka going to put spots, draw up plays, and create opportunities for Jaxson Dart to use his legs, which is a major weapon? Like, you don't want to neuter Jaxson Dart here. You want him to be who he is. That's why you picked him in the first round. That's why he was able to have success. You want him to play free and play the game his way, but you also want him to be smart and take care of himself, because if he's not on the football field, that is going to hurt this football team. So I'm excited about that. One thing I would say is Dart needs to shoulder some of that responsibility as well. There's only so much Mike Kafka can do. There's only so much that Brian Dable could do. We know Jaxson Dart is someone that is a football player. He seeks contact when he runs. You go back to that clip in that interview with John Gruden where he talked about, I want to be +2, I want to fall forward, I want to get those extra yards. Well, now you're a quarterback in the National Football League, and the most important responsibility of being a quarterback is being healthy and being able to play on game days. So we're going to need that. So he's got to take care of himself, just like the New York Giants have to put him in a spot to take care of himself. But I'm pumped up, man. Going to be playing on Monday night, his first Monday Night Football game against the New England Patriots. Doesn't matter what year it is. It always seems like when the Giants and the Patriots match up, it's a fun one, and I'm going to be locked into that one. We'll be live on the channel. Make sure you are subscribed and turn those notifications on. The rest of the injury report for the Giants, we'll go over that before we get out of here, and you guys can get back to eating your turkey. Jaxson Dart was a full participant. It is the second day. Well, let's start with this. The Giants did not practice today. Participation is a projection. So really the first injury report of the week. Jaxson Dart would have been a full participant. He's going to play on Monday night. People that were not expected to participate. Linebacker Demetrius Flanagan-Fowles. He's dealing with a neck injury as well as a knee injury. Dexter Lawrence would not have practiced. An elbow injury. The same elbow that caused him to miss the last half of the season last year. Supposedly, that injury was the one that kept him out of overtime's first play against the Detroit Lions. Look, if that thing's bothering you again, shut it down. Shut it down is where I'm at on that, as Hart wants to hear more about Jaxson Dart. Kayvon Thibodeaux did not practice or would not have practiced today as he deals with a shoulder injury. This will be the third game in a row that he is most likely to miss. Not good news there. And the New York Giants had a lot of limited participants or projected limited participants. That includes Paulson Adebo, the guy that's missed, 5 games in a row now. I'd like to see him get back and what this Giants defense looks like with him. It's hard for me to say it's been a disappointing season for him. I don't think when he's been on the field, he's been at his best, but you feel his loss when he's not out there. The injury is what makes it most disappointing. Deonte Banks was limited with a hip after he missed last week. Corey Black, the corner, the rookie, a bicep injury. DJ Davidson, defensive lineman, a knee. Tyler Nubin, a neck. He's missed the last 2 weeks, so it might be getting him back. And Wan'Dale Robinson and Darius Slayton. Wan'Dale, an ankle, and Darius Slayton, a hamstring. So the Giants starting to get a little bit more healthy as the NFL season comes to a close. But the news of the day, Jaxson Dart is back. He is going to start on Monday against the New England Patriots. I'm fired up. We're going to be live on the channel doing a watch party. I don't want you guys to miss it. So subscribe, turn those notifications on, and we get Drake Maye and Jaxson Dart this Monday. Look, Patriots fans, they're fired up about Drake Maye. Giants fans, they are fired up about Jaxson Dart. It'll be a clash of 2 young QBs that are playing for organizations that have had some of the best quarterbacks in NFL history play for them. I also want to say thank you to everybody that watches these videos. Thank you to everybody that supports me, supports this channel. I'm thankful for every single one of y'all, man. This is still a dream come true to me. I get to talk about the New York Giants, and it be my full-time job, and I get to support myself, make my family proud. So I appreciate you guys. Enjoy your days today, tomorrow, the rest of the week. Enjoy the time with your loved ones. Tell them you love them, and let's go watch the New York Giants hopefully get a dub on Monday night. We'll see you later.